Hi, legends. Are we live? Yes. Okay. If I don't think straight today and I mix up my words, you guys know why. Okay. There's something tickling my brain today. For those of you that do celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween. I thought I'd make it a little bit fun and exciting today. Right. I'm just checking out something here at the moment. Legends. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm already in a small little long position. Don't really trust it at the moment, but I mean, it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. Okay, cool. Smash up the like on your way in. Today is going to be a jam-packed show. I'm going to take it chilled. We're going to take it easy. We're going to take it relaxing. We're going to go through Bitcoin. We're going to go through some altcoins. And get the party on the road. Right, let me share my screen over here. Okay, legends, as you can see, a little bit of a mess over here, but I wanted to see how the price is going to react at this zone. I'll be honest. Okay, I did attempt a short. I did attempt a long over here. Right, as we got acceptance back above the 1-to-1 extension over here. I'm just measuring some of the smaller moves down here to the downside. We also tapped the 1.236 here, and I'll explain to you guys now where I get these levels. Why am I attempting a long over here? But it doesn't really look convincing for me at the moment. Okay. Because when I look at CVD, oh my word, some aggressive bullish CVD building, bearish CVD building up here at the moment. Okay, so can we trust the pump or the bounce here to the upside yet? Or are we going to still go and create that last bottom, right, before we see the bounce back to the upside? If we didn't have this insane bearish CVD, I would have had more confidence in this trade. Thanks. Right, let me say hi to the beautiful community. Okay, and I will show you guys, well, if we do come down lower, where do I plan to enter along? Okay, and maybe we can do it live together, right? Obviously with good risk management, not more than what you can afford to lose, because I mean, this bearish CVD building up at the moment over here, not liking it, really not liking it. Okay, perhaps we need to trade the price action and not the CVD, because indicators can be deceiving at times and they are not always 100% accurate, although CVD is about 75% accurate. Okay, what was this? What is this over here? Let me go on to the 15-minute time frame. I just want to see something over here. I have a screenshot. I can go and measure these out. These waves I can go and measure out again. I just want to see, why do I have... Oh, this was a long trade I took here at the 1-to-1 extension. I'll explain that in a moment as well. Did a little trade here on Bybit today. Okay. But I mean, I got stopped out of that trade with a little bit of profits at break even. Okay, so this trade, maybe before I delete the screenshot, just to quickly share with everyone. Okay, this trade I took here at the 1-to-1 extension, basically an SFP from this low that I've got marked out here. SFP from this low, we dipped down below, we got acceptance back above, I took some profits. As we shot up, I protected my position and I got stopped out. Okay, so I'm still looking for this long. I think we could get an epic bounce here to the upside. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, I am speculating on this move to the downside being a 5-wave structure. Okay, that potentially already played out. I just don't like the bearish CVD at the moment, but you know, okay, perhaps it's time to trade the price action. We do have acceptance back above the 1-to-1 extension. We have grabbed the liquidity below these lows. So why go down again? Okay, doesn't make sense to go down again, right? But then we see this massive bearish CVD. Like, what? Why? Why is there bearish CVD? Okay, maybe just to confuse us, not to let us enter this trade, or maybe it's going to come and sweep the lows once again. Okay, maybe it's going to come sweep the lows once again. Stop me out and I will definitely re-enter if we get acceptance back above this level. Okay, but I am already in a small little long here. well, actually at this level, I'm in a long over here with my stop below the lows. If I get stopped out, we get acceptance back above. You know the game, right? I'm a very, very persistent trader because I know that these small little stops, okay, will pay itself off, because this could be, okay, legends, this is what I'm trying to catch over here. This could be the bounce that claims the highs. So I don't have to be aggressive with my trade over here, okay? Low leverage, low capital, because it could potentially be an insane move here to the upside. Could, okay? I just want to stress, could. Right, I just want to see why my trend lines are all moved around. I think I moved this trend out the way because I was measuring something. Right. Little bull flaggy that we've lost today. Okay, so you guys can see we had a little bit of a fake out. Okay, didn't tap the daily level, bit concerning. I wanted the daily level to be tapped for a short here to the downside. Didn't tap the daily level, front run the daily level by a couple of dollars, $100, $50, and then we broke the flag to the downside. And this looks like it's forming a 1, 2. It's either 3, 4, 5, which is done, or it's still busy with the fourth wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then you get the bounce, right? And this is why I attempted a small little long over here despite the bearish CVD, because the 5-wave structure could be completed, where I'm looking at this as a C wave to the downside, where you now want to start building impulses back to the upside. Right, legends, I know I'm here on the smaller time frame, but you know, I'm getting ready. You know, if I get stopped out of this position, it does look like it can continue to the upside. When I take a fib extension, okay, from this pivot to this pivot to this pivot, that is where I get the 1-to-1 extension. And as you can see, we've only left wicks behind. We have no high time frame candle closes below the 1-to-1 extension over here. Okay, so this could be a C wave here to the downside, which is done because C waves love to end on high volume. They love it. They love to end on high volume. Where impulsive structures, the third wave ends on high volume and the fifth wave ends on lower volume. Okay, so I mean, it has a chance, even based on the bullish CVD here to the upside, it has a chance to get the bounce from where it is here at the moment, considering we've tapped the 1-to-1 extension, okay, and it looks like price wants to recover here back to the upside. But I am still prepared for one more sweep of the lows. Okay, I'm still prepared for that scenario, so I do not mind getting stopped out, because I know that this little stop loss here over here, this small little tiny stop loss, if I get stopped out and we get acceptance back above, this trade is going to pay my stop loss plus way more profits in the bag. Okay, so this is why I'm very interested in this zone over here. I hope that makes sense, legends. Okay. Yesterday during my stream, I did speak about the naked point of control, and we did get a reaction. The initial tap, we did get a reaction. Okay. But then we broke down. And then I told the legends, okay, I'm looking at the 1-to-1 extension. Okay. And the SFP from this low over here. But now we've SFP'd from both this low and this low. It looks like business is done to the downside. Okay. Also, when I look at liquidity, you guys can see, just refresh this. Okay, most of the liquidity has been grabbed, right? It looks like it now needs to go to the upside here to $74,000. It looks like, or 73,700. It looks like it needs to come back up now to grab this liquidity. But I wouldn't be surprised for one more sweep of the lows, okay? Just stopping out the early longs, and then the bounce jumps back to the upside. Another key level that I'm still keeping an eye on is the 1.236. Okay, the 1.236 at $70,000, 246. So if we lose the 1-to-1 extension, this is still a very important level for me. And I will show you guys now on the smaller time frames why that level is so important. Okay, right, smash up the like for the education, for the stream over here. Okay, your way to show a little bit of appreciation for the education. For those of you that did join last night's live stream or yesterday's live stream, boy oh boy, did I give a lot of trading secrets away in that live stream. If you haven't checked it out, yes, I did do analysis on Bitcoin, but there was a lot of education in terms of how to play swing failure patterns, how to manage your risk, how do I enter trades, what do I think about when I enter a trade, the good risk management. I mean, it was an absolute jam-packed show. For those of you that did miss yesterday, is it time? Go check it out, okay? If you want to know how to trade swing failure patterns, how do I manage risk, where do I take profits, or where, you know, the high probable profit taking areas when I enter trades, go check out last night's live stream if you haven't done so already. And okay, as always, legends, down in the down in the description, why this looks so weird today. Okay, there was another button there. Right, down in the description is the exchanges that I use to do all of my trading. Bluffin, okay, #1 exchange that I use here at the moment, no KYC, weeks up to $380, and 3 simple steps when you sign up, and the lowest fees only when you use this link. Also a no KYC option. And then today I traded a little bit on Bybit, okay. I can actually remove this link. I think the World Series of Trading is completed. And then 𝗞𝗍cie, 20K bonus by using this link to sign up. So these are the exchanges. Go sign up. If you want to come and trade with me with these links down in the description where you qualify for the biggest bonuses and lowest fees, especially here on weeks at the moment. Okay. Legends, just between us, I have, right? I know it looks very bearish. Bitcoin is falling here to the downside. Okay, I've got a trend here on ETH, which I think this could be the low for now. I think this could be the local low for now on ETH, the local low. It ended on high volume. It grabbed the liquidity below these lows. It's currently trading above, okay? It swept the liquidity below these lows. Nice little high volume ending over here. It usually signifies the beginning of something new, right? And the end of something. So maybe it was the end of the drop, the beginning of something new. It's going to come and break the trend, right? There's another entry here to the upside to go and claim the high once again. But I mean, obviously, it's all dependent on the price of Bitcoin. Right, legends, for those of you just joining here, yes, I do have something tickling my brain at the moment. Okay, I do have something tickling my brain. I don't know what it is. My wife got a little bit angry with me today, threw me with a kitchen knife. I don't know where it ended up. Right. Okay, not only the costume is cool, but also the decoration in the background. Yes. Irina, welcome to the live stream. 2𝗞𝗆, can you give the alpha on XRP? Yes, I am going to go through XRP. This is what legends, if I have enough time today, I'm going to try and stay on the stream for as long as I possibly can, because I want to go. Can you guys see this? Everything that's here ticked in green, 𝗖𝗿𝘆, VRA, XTZ, 𝗬liche, Doge, Filecoin, XRP, Algorand, DOT, Link, ADA, GMX, AVAX, KSM, EGLD, ILV, KDA, Atom, Mina, Fetch, 𝗬cie, Phantom, Vanry, 𝗬cie, Litecoin, Rune, Solana. I'm going to go through this whole, well, I'm going to attempt to go through this whole list today. If I don't finish it today, I'll do the rest tomorrow, okay? I want to go through all of these altcoins and let's see where they are. Are they still in investment status? Have they run away? You know, we just need to leave them alone. Which are the ones that looks good for a buy here to the upside? So I've prepared a list. I haven't done TA on all of them, so we'll do the TA live on some of them. But I mean, this is an absolute extensive list over here. And I'm sure that there's some altcoins in this list that's definitely in your portfolio as well. So I've got some of the favorite and the famous and the big ones over here. Right. So, I mean, 𝗬cie, yesterday we spoke about this trade. I think it was Rudy. I'm not sure, Rudy, if you are here in the chat section. Rudy, you highlighted this trade yesterday, okay? As we were breaking out over here. And I did say, don't be surprised if we don't claim the highs. But we did get a nice breakout here to the upside. So if you did attempt this trade yesterday during the live stream, when I said you take a FIP from the high to the low, and usually by the 0.618 is a good profit-taking area. Okay, yes, we did tap the 0.618. Nice. So if you took profits, you should be in a profitable trade. We even tapped the 786. And now, okay, you would be stopped out if you didn't pay yourself, right? You would now be stopped out. Okay, nonetheless, it looks like the trade played out. at the TP1, maybe TP2, and if you left some of the position open to come and claim the high, you will now be stopped out with profits in the bag. Okay, legends, yes, I am not too convinced about this bouncy bounce here at the moment. I do know that we have acceptance above the 1-to-1 extension. I would really love from a technical perspective, not because I just want another low, but from a technical perspective, I would like one more low, either a shallow low to come back up, right, for a long, or we tap the 1.236. What is interesting about this momentum here to the downside? I mean, we have to acknowledge, what if this is an A, B, C, okay, or an A, B, C. So I just want to focus on this wave here at the moment, because this has to be a 5-wave structure to the downside if it's a C wave. So let's zoom into, shall we, the 3-minute time frame, okay, and just look at this structure over here. Okay, let's see. Are we building, whoops, 2 swipes, devil, 2 swipes to the left. Let's go. I want to look at CVD. No bullish CVD just as yet. Still bearish CVD building up. This is why I'm not trusting this long. Just as yet. I'm not trusting this long. It's just the CVD building up here to the upside. Can you guys see? I mean, as price is falling here to the downside, CVD is just, you know, shooting here to the upside. Okay. I don't like it. I don't like it. It looks like it wants to come and claim the low. Now, because I am seeing this bearish CVD over here at the moment, and I mean, yes, we can get the bounce. This is why I attempted the long over here when we got acceptance back above this level. Okay, when we got acceptance back above this pivot, I attempted a long, and that's exactly where we're getting the bouncy bounce at the moment. But I'm not too convinced. I would like to see another sweep of the low because of the bearish CVD playing out here. So now what I'm kind of looking at over here is a 5-wave structure to the downside. So what if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, this could be the 5-wave structure. And this is why I attempted the long, because this is where I attempted the first long at the 1-to-1, okay, almost at the 1-to-1 extension. We got acceptance back above this local low over here, the SFP line that I have over here. Okay, this is where we got the bounce to the upside. I took some profits. I protected my position because I told the legends, this looks very 3-wavy to me when we were over here. So it's either an ABC and it's done, or this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to sweep the low once again, which we did. We already did. So the 5-wave structure could be finished. Could, right? And this is why I attempted a long back above this pivot with my stop below the lows. So I just want to stress that there is a high chance of myself being stopped out over here, right? But the level that I do like here to the downside is the 1.236. And the reason I say the 1.236, if I go and measure the 5th wave target looking at the structure, because it does, okay, looking at the structure with your eyeballs, it looks like a 5-wave structure. Tick. But then when you bring Fibonacci into the play and I say, okay, there's 3 ways to measure a 5th wave to the downside. The first one is you take a fib extension from the high of 1 to the bottom of 1 to the high of 2. No, sorry, legends. Delete that. Reverse. From the high of 1 to the high of 3 to the low of 4. Okay. And the 5th wave target, or a common 5th wave target using this method, is the 0.618. Very, very common 5th wave target, which aligns with the 1.236. So I would have liked for a little bit of a deeper 5th wave, then get the acceptance back above. Okay. So that's kind of what I was looking at over here. So I will still be interested, very interested. If price comes down, I'm still very interested in a long in this zone, which then tells me that the 4, okay, is still being formed, and we could still make a 5th wave like that to the downside. Okay, but I mean, the reason I attempted the long over here is because what if the fifth wave is in, okay? Because there's another way to measure a fifth wave. So I can take this one out the way, okay? We know where the target is. It's at the 1.236. Another way to measure the fifth wave is you take a fib extension. I just need to take this 4 out the way so I can see the pivots. Number 3, I want to just see the pivots over there. You take a fib extension from the high of 3 to the low of 4, you snap it, you drag it so you can see the levels, you reverse it, okay? And between the 1.236 and the 1.382 is a common fifth wave target using this method. This is why I entered along, regardless of the bearish CVD. Okay, because as a technical trader, I trade technical levels. If I get stopped out, I have another level that I'm watching. It's about having a plan. So based on the structure and the Fibonacci levels that I see over here, I have attempted along because the fifth wave could be finished. We're inside fifth wave territory. We are getting a bounce. We are back above the 1-to-1 extension. I cannot ignore that from a price action perspective, okay, we could be getting a bounce back to the upside. Right, so I don't want to be the person that waits for this level and then price just recovers here to the upside regardless of bearish CVD, because I have seen a couple of times, not often, where CVD is extremely bearish and you still get the bounce to the upside, or extremely bullish and you still get the drop to the downside. Okay, it happens. It does happen. Okay, so legends. So, I mean, if you want to attempt a long over here, please do your own research, practice good risk management. Don't enter with more than what you can afford to lose. What I do want to highlight over here is the trade that I entered over here is a high risk trade, because my area of preference from a technical perspective is the 1.236. That's my area of preference, which is also a more common fifth wave target to the downside. Okay, hope that makes sense. Happy Halloween. Yes, happy Halloween, Jeffrey. Welcome to the live stream. Mr. 𝗬cie𝗂𝗿, hello. Celebrating Diwali festival today in India. Yes, I actually had to go and get some tablets for my dog today because he freaks the hell out completely when he hears fireworks. He's drooling, he jumps on cupboards and beds, he knocks everything open, like he goes into a flat spin. And I know that there's going to be insane fireworks today. So I already gave him a tablet just in case they start shooting fireworks. It's almost nighttime here by me. Not yet, but I know that they're going to start shooting some fireworks. Smash the like. Ryan, welcome to the live stream. Hello to you all. And 𝗬𝗆𝘆𝗽, Jeffrey, Silent Insanity, $68,000, 400. Market makers best buy in 68,400. Okay, so you're aiming for a little bit lower, much lower. 68,400. I mean, that is by this naked point of control, which I also consider the maximum target. So yes, I agree with you. This is my maximum target for bullish structure to still remain bullish for the upside. Okay, if we still want to see bullish momentum to continue to the upside from a larger time frame perspective, this is the maximum target. We have a naked point of control at $68,000, 588. And what makes this level so significant, so thanks for pointing that out, is that when I go back onto the, let's do the 15-minute time frame. Okay, I know it looks a bit messy because of all those levels that I have there, right? But just looking at this structure over here, just looking at this structure over here, okay, when I take a fib from this low to the high, okay, from this low, okay, that naked point of control, now that I'm looking at the structure, it could actually go down a little bit lower. I was actually thinking about this pivot, okay, because I was trying to calculate the third wave here with the fourth wave. 786 then has confluence with a naked point of control. But now we have to be in the camp of, if this is number 5, the end of the impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's finished, okay, which is damn ugly, okay, and I can go and share with you guys why the structure doesn't make sense. But let's entertain the scenario. What if, okay, 5 is done over here, and we are going to make a deeper correction to the downside. You then want to take your fib from this low or from this low. They're very close together. It doesn't really matter, but let's take it from the safer perspective. The deepest retracement you want to see for this structure to remain bullish is $67,000. We have a daily level slightly below, but you do not want to see us tap $66,257. Okay, if the bulls still want a chance here to the upside, I do like the naked point of control here at the 0.618 when I take the fib from this low to the high. I really like the confluence that's building up here. Okay. Cool, legends. What I want to do over here is I can take that out the way. I just want to clean up this chart a little bit. It does irritate me when I have scribble all over the place. Right, it looks like we're getting the drop. Looks like, let's zoom in. Okay, there might be a trade on our hands. There might be, oh, there's one fib that I actually need. Sorry, legends, I need that fib. Let's go back here onto the 5-minute time frame. Let's see what is cooking here on the smaller time frames. Are we getting the drop? Are we making bullish CVD? Not yet. So the drop can continue. This is the trade that I really want. I want us to claim the low. I want us to claim the low. Okay. This trade that I entered right over here. Okay. I wasn't really convinced based on the berry CVD, but I do know that CVD can sometimes be deceiving. So I actually want to be stopped out from this trade because I want a better entry. Okay. And potentially for you guys to take the trade with me, obviously with good risk management. So, I mean, not stopped out yet. We're still bouncing here on the 1-to-1 extension. Can you guys see this 1-to-1 extension is providing the support here at the moment. Is providing it. Okay. Even with the berry CVD, the 1-to-1 extension is saying, you shall not pass. Guys, I am a little bit crazy today. There's something not right with my head. Fireworks are banned here at the moment. Yes, well, fireworks are only allowed 2 days in the year in South Africa. And that's on Diwali, the night of Diwali, and on New Year's Eve. That is when fireworks are allowed. But throughout the year, it's banned. Okay, so let's see if we get the drop, because I would really like a little bit of a deeper fifth wave here to the downside. Okay, I just want to see something here. 1, 2, 3, A, B. Sorry, legends, I just want to count to see if I can see some microstructures here to the downside where we're building a fifth wave to the downside. I just want to see here something. What if, okay, this is 3 ABC, ABC. So from this pivot to this pivot, let's reverse it. Just want to check out something here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to try and attempt that. I know the level that I'm looking at. Okay, trying to count Elliott waves here on the 3-minute and 1-minute time frame, it can drive you absolutely insane. Okay, the level that I'm watching, legends, is one of two levels. Either we get a drop here to the downside and we get acceptance back above this low. Okay, that is the trade that I'm watching. Preferably, I actually wanted to see recover a back above the 1-to-1 extension. The better trade, the more juicy trade, okay, is when it hits areas of confluence, Fibonacci extensions. I want the price to come and hit the 1.236. Okay, I want it to hit the level and get acceptance back above so that I know where to put my stop loss. And this could be an epic bounce here to the upside. I'm not saying that it's definitely going to claim the all-time highs. All I'm saying is this could be a nice little scalp long to the upside, and then you start taking profits when you hit obvious resistance to the upside, because we have to acknowledge that we've lost the bull flaggy. Okay, we've lost the little bull flag. Okay, price can fall down, come back for retest, and then continue the momentum to the downside. And it's never guaranteed that you're going to come and claim the high. But there is a slight, okay, and this is what I just want to let everyone know. There's a slight probability that we can claim the low of the high over here, and even break the all-time high based on this corrective structure that we are facing here at the moment. And let me go and explain that to everyone. I know it's very technical. I will take it slow. I will take it easy. I will make sure that everyone understands we have taken the low. Yes, that's what I want to see. Okay, before I go and discuss that structure, let's see what is cooking over here, legends. This could potentially be a trading opportunity. I'm getting my account ready over here. I just want to load my position. Remember, guys, if you'd like to come and trade with me and support the channel, the links for the exchanges that I use is down in the description. Go sign up. It costs you nothing, and you qualify for the biggest bonuses and sign-up fees. I'm not going to go and show everyone the links because I'm watching price action together with you guys over here. Right, I just want to get my position ready. I'm getting a 𝗖𝗆𝘆𝗽 and a bluffin position ready over here. Let's see. Okay. Right, I am not buying in yet, legends. I am not buying in yet. Please, I'm not buying yet. I will tell you guys when I execute the trade with good risk management. Please don't be a cowboy and go and 100x your entire account, okay? Because 𝗬𝗆𝘆𝗽 is taking a trade. Please don't be that person. I just want to let you know that I get stopped out multiple times. The reason I'm a successful trader and I'm still in the game is because my stops are tiny. My stops are tiny and my wins are big, okay? So please don't go and risk the farm and the house and everything for the trade if it plays out here to the upside. Okay, and the reason I'm so pedantic about this is because you guys don't realize how many nasty personal messages I get when people enter trades that I highlight and then they don't practice good risk management and they blow holes in their portfolios. Okay, you have been warned. You have been warned. Okay, I risk maximum. I mean, if I am super confident in a trade and the risk management is phenomenal, I usually risk maximum 3 to 5% of my capital. But it has to be a trade that is made in heaven. On average, I risk 1 to 2%. Mostly, I risk 1 to 2% of my portfolio. And that means my stop loss. Okay, how much am I going to lose when my stop loss gets hit? Never more than 1 to 2%. Right, legends, I'm getting ready. Let's see what price does here to the downside. I do like that we are breaking down, going down lower on lower volume, which tells me that the bears are losing momentum. Okay, the highest amount of volume was in this initial drop to the downside, and now we're punching lower with less volume. So that's one of the signs that I look for, okay, to have that nice little bounce to the upside. Now the bearish CVD has played out, because for the bearish CVD to invalidate or to play out, it needed to claim the lows. So the lows has now been claimed. So this bearish CVD played out. I don't look at it anymore. Done. Well done. Bearish CVD, you did your work. So actually CVD was correct. We had bearish CVD, higher highs on CVD, okay, and lower lows on price action. So CVD did its job. Well done, played out. And this is why CVD is 75% accurate. Okay, so now next level. Okay, I just want to, I mean, like I've told you guys, fifth wave targets. If this is a 5-wave structure to the downside, where's my pen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is potentially busy with a fifth wave here to the downside. The maximum target I want to see for the fifth wave is the 1.236. Remember, legends, nothing's ever guaranteed in the market, okay? If price continues to waterfall down here, I'm not interested. I'm not going to enter along as price is waterfalling here to the downside. I want to see acceptance back above my levels. If we lose the 1.236, then I still have the 1.382. Oh, the 1.382. Yes, 1.382. Yes, 1.382, and a little bit further down, okay, the all magical 1.618. You all know how I love the 1.618. If things gets really nasty here to the downside, this is the level, $69,400. Okay, this is the level that I'll be watching. What I want to do over here is I just want to make this line a little bit more visible so that everyone can see it. Let's make it a solid line. Okay, so everyone can see the levels a little bit clearer. Is that better? Is that better? Can everyone see that a little bit better? Okay, let me go through some comments while we wait for this price action to go and play out. I don't particularly want to go and analyze the larger time frames right now. I want to see how this trade is going to potentially play out because I don't want to miss this opportunity. This could potentially be a larger swing trade to the upside. Okay, if it was a small scalp, I would have just said, legends, this is the level that I'm watching. Let's do some high time frame analysis. But I do like what is happening here at the moment, because when I look at this entire structure, okay, what I want to do is let me set some alarms. Okay, so if my alarms go off, we need to pay attention. Okay, it would help if I set the alarm below the price, right? I want to set an alarm just here by close to the 0.382. We can set another one slightly below. Let's just set alarms over there. And then I want to set an alarm above that low over there if we get acceptance back above without tapping the 1.236. Okay. So just quickly, legends, looking at this entire structure here to the upside, this is what I'm still speculating on, okay? A potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you complete the impulse, okay? Then we can have a larger ABC to the downside. So this is what I'm still speculating on. For this scenario to remain intact and valid when you take a normal fib, okay, from number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys remember from number 2 to 3, and I drag the fib across the 50%, which is ironically at the 1.236, is the maximum target for a fourth wave. This is the maximum target for a fourth wave if we still want to go and claim this high. Okay, in a 5-wave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the maximum target, and that is why that 1.236 is so important. Okay, that is why that level is so juicy to me. That is why I like the berry CVDs, and this is why I didn't mind getting stopped out of the trade that I did attempt here to the upside, because I don't want to be front run. Because, I mean, you guys can see we got a beautiful reaction there at the 1-to-1 extension. Okay, look at this beautiful reaction that we got at the 1-to-1 extension. I didn't want the trade to run away from me. And if we get, like I said, if we get acceptance back above, I will attempt a long. Okay, even these pivots over here. Let's see how this plays out. I don't want to wait for a level and then it doesn't get tapped and price runs away. I'm just very persistent in that way, legends. I can be, you know, it's my style of trading. Not everyone can do it. Some people blow up their accounts before they get the successful trade to the upside. I can be stopped out twice, 3 times, 5 times, get into the successful trade. It makes back all my stop loss money plus profits in the bag. I'm a very persistent trader. I stay calm. I stay collected. I don't increase my leverage. I don't revenge trade. If I feel that I'm trading with emotion, I take a break. Immediately, I take a break. I go to the gym, I throw some weights around, walk on a treadmill, whatever I need to do just to get rid of that emotion. But you guys can hear, I'm calm, I'm collected, right? That's how you need to trade. Oh, no, why did you not hit my level? Okay, this is the frustrating thing sometimes about trading is that, it's not hitting your level. Why not? It's not hitting the level. Okay, quite interestingly, can you guys see we're making lows and we're making higher lows on CVD. Okay, so that is hidden bullish divergence on the RSI. Is it going to play out? Is it going to front run the 50% FIP level? Very, very interesting. Is it going to front run the level? Legends, if we get acceptance back to above, I mean, I was aiming for these lows. I'm aiming actually for these lows to get acceptance back above these lows. Okay. I'm just pondering whether I shouldn't enter this trade. I mean, the stop loss, guys, the stop loss is so small for me. If I get stopped out again, I really don't mind. Okay. If I enter over here, I'm targeting the underbelly resistance. I have a what is the percentage? A 0.4% stop loss, which means I can 2x my account. Okay, that's how I work out my leverage. But I really want this level over here at the 1.236. Okay, I really want this level, and I do sometimes miss trades because I'm waiting for my area to hit and it doesn't get hit. Okay. Are we building up more bullish berry CVD? Not yet. CVD already played out. Wait, I just want to see if I can just find some confluence. I need to find confluence. That's just how persistent I am as a trader. I want to know, can I long from here? Or are we just going to roll back down, stop me out, and then I get the trade that I wanted initially anyways, okay? I don't want to throw money at the market. Right, so I want to go here on the 3-minute time frame, and I just want to go and see something here at the moment. Okay, let's take this out the way, just clean it up a little bit, just delete these alarms because they are a bit irritating here for me. Okay, delete. Okay, from 3 to 4 we drag it across, you reverse it. Legends, I'm gonna wait. If we tapped, I mean, this is a 5th wave target at the 1.236, and the 382 is a 5th wave target. We overshot it. So what I was trying to figure out over here is if we tap the 1.618, okay, I would have said, okay. But the price is here in the middle of nowhere for me. Okay, yes, there we go. Go down, right? The price is here in the middle of nowhere for me. I really like to take a trade from a confluence area. So if we tap the 1.618, I would have said, okay, I'm going to give it a go. But I don't just want to throw money at the market and get stopped out, knowing that I have a high confidence zone here at the bottom. We have a 50% FIB level. We have the 2 extension. We have the 1.236. There's just so much going on here from a longing perspective where I actually want to play the long to the upside. At a minimum, I want this 1.618 to be hit. If we come back down, we tap it and we get acceptance back above, I will attempt a long at the 1.618. Let's see how this plays out. If price turns around, okay, I'm going to be patient for this one. You guys do see, just take this out the way. If price decides to bounce here and it doesn't claim the low, it gets a nice little bounce to the upside, and we get acceptance back above the 1-to-1 extension, I will attempt a long. But where price is at the moment, it feels like it's a little bit lost. It's in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't have any confluence, and this is why I don't like it. So I'm not going to risk it. If the trade runs away, I will get in another way, right? I will get in another way. Perhaps there's a nice little trend that we can track. I'll play the break of the trend. There's always another way to get into a trade, right? If you miss it, I don't want to risk it over here. I know the stop is small. I can, potentially what you can do is you can play with less capital. So instead of risking 1% of your capital or 2% of your capital, you can risk 0.5 or 0.3% of your capital. That is something that I sometimes do. We have to acknowledge that we do have some hidden bullish CVD on the RSI. We're making higher highs on RSI. We're making lower lows on price action, of which the target is the high. That is the target for this bullish hidden bullish CVD, or hidden bullish divergence as they call it on the RSI. Right, let's go through some comments over here. S&P dumping. Yes, I want the Bitcoin to dump a little bit further here as well. Mr. Joe, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽, on average, what leverage do you use in the trades? My stop loss determines my leverage. It's as simple as that. Okay, so if I'm planning a trade, like I've shown everyone, if I'm planning a trade, let's say I want to enter over here, I put my stop here below the low, and I'm targeting this high, for example. So 6.4 risk to reward, absolutely insane, but it tells me my stop loss is, 0.18% away. So 0.2% away, which means, let me work that out, I can use about 5x leverage on my entire account. Okay, so the stop loss tells me how much leverage I can use. If my stop loss is 1% away, okay, it means, and I'm only risking 1% of my portfolio, it means that I can play with 100% of my capital at 1x leverage. If my stop loss is 0.5% away, I can 2x my account. If my stop loss is 0.25% away, it means that I can 4x my account. If I get them, but you guys get the point. Okay, we took the low. Yes, we took the low. So basically, my stop loss determines how much leverage I can use. It's as easy as that. Right, you can get a bit creative. You can, for example, say, well, I'm only going to deploy 1% of my capital at 50x leverage. If I get stopped out, I still lose less than 1% of my capital. Some people do get a little bit creative. You can also say, I'm only going to trade with 10% of my capital. You can then 10x that capital. You just need to make sure that when you get stopped out, you don't lose more than 1% of your capital. That is the secret. Okay. You should, as a beginner trader, you should never risk more than 1% of your capital. And then your stop loss should determine how much leverage you use. Okay. Right, legends. I do like that we claimed the low. Did we tap the 0.618? That is the question. Okay. Did we tap? I need to take the brushes out. I can't see the levels. Okay. Let's try again. I mean, this is, I just want to stress it. This is the zone that I'm watching. This is the zone. Price is a little bit choppy over here. Can it be? Are we forming a leading contracting diagonal? Okay, I will go and check that out in a moment. But this is the level, right? So any longs trying to catch this little weeks here to the downside, yes, you can make some profits, cash out, wait for the low to be claimed again. You go up, you cash out. You can play these little momentums to the upside. It is a little bit advanced. You need to use a low capital or a low fee exchange to do these type of moves, because that's where you use high leverage, small positions. You can, you trade 1 or 2% of your capital at 50x leverage, whatever the case might be. But that's a completely different scalping strategy. I don't want to dive into that right now. It is a little bit more advanced. And I have seen many people burn their accounts using that strategy. What I wanted to do is from the low to the high. Okay, we now did tap the 0.618. The 1.618. We did tap the 1.618. So for me, this is a better long. Okay. And although I know that's a better long, I'm still not convinced. Okay, the other thing I wanted to check out here quickly is, what if this is some sort of is not pretty. It's not a contracting. Is it an expanding ending diagonal? Okay, it is a little bit contracting. What if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. Ooh, this could be an ending contracting diagonal. Okay. And I mean, we did tap the 1.618. Not easy, not an easy trade here, legends, not an easy trade, but it's never easy. But with good risk management, it is easy. But I do like the bounce that we're getting here at the moment. We did tap the 1.618. I don't like that we did not tap this zone. But, I mean, the market is here to surprise us. If this is 3 and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, it can still come down. It can still come down. I'm going to be patient with this trade, legends. I'm just going to be patient over here. Okay, lots to go through. If you guys want to attempt along over here, you know exactly the levels that I'm watching. 50% is about to be hit. So yes, and that is the zone that I'm waiting for patiently. I just don't want the price to be front run, but you know, I've now just made peace with the fact that this is the zone. That is my area of interest. If it does not get hit, I'm not going to try attempt along, and continuously get stopped out. This is my zone, and I'm going to wait until my zone gets hit. If my zone does not get hit, I will wait for the break of the trend, and I will make a trading decision. If price breaks up here, I will then enter there with less capital because I know my stop loss is going to be further away. But I'm not going to risk it over here. Okay. Right, I've just made that decision right now. Okay, cool, legends. Now, bearish 1 hour close. Would have liked to see a sweep of 7,800 and close above. That looks like more downside in the coming days, potentially. 7,800? Yes, I mean, it is not. Even when we lost here on the 15-minute time frame, when I saw this, okay, on the 15-minute time frame, naked point of control, okay, when you have 15-minute candle closes below, you confirm continuation to the downside. So, I mean, it is getting choppy, and you can see that the bears are losing steam. So this is the zone. This is the best zone. My area of interest is over here. If we start forming some insane bullish CVD, I mean, the price still needs to range for me to see that, because it already took the low. The berry CVD played out. I'm not interested at the moment. Area of interest, legends, I mean, as a responsible trader, area of interest for me is over here. If we lose this level, next area of interest for me is $69,399.70. That's my next area of interest if we lose this zone. If we do not tap the zone and we start recovering here to the upside, I will play a break of trend. Hopefully what will happen is you come back up, okay, you form that beautiful trend, you will reject, you come back up. I want to see, you know, those nice 3 touches. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, but price is too choppy for me. I'm not going to waste my time. What I am going to do is I'm going to set an alarm. I'll somewhere do a price action alarm over here above the 1.236, and I'll somewhere set 2 alarms so that I want to hear that alarm go off. When my alarm goes off, I will make a trading decision, because then we're almost at the 1.236. So let's see 1 hour time frame. Let's zoom out. Okay, clean up the chart a little bit over here. Switch off the daily level. Clean up the kitchen, basically. Let's clean up the kitchen. Okay. I want to hide this one under today's analysis so I don't lose it, because I went and snapped that thing on so perfect with magnets. I don't want to lose that fib. Okay, that one we can delete. That was the SFP. I don't need that anymore. Okay, I'll just leave that. Right, legends. Practice good risk management at all times. Yes, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, I couldn't agree more. And this is why I don't want to particularly trade this choppiness, because I know, okay, not all of you, some of you are very disciplined and you apply extremely good risk management, like the legends in our pro community. I'm always so happy to see that when people get stopped out and they share they minuses, okay, because we're transparent. It's like 1%, 2%, like it's really good. People practice good risk management, but there's always those couple of people that, okay, Devil entered trade, or Andy entered the trade live on the YouTube stream. I'm going all in, 50x, 100x, my entire account. The trade gets stopped out, okay? 1% stop loss on a 100x position means you liquidate it. That happens. And we often get nasty messages after the fact when that happens, right? And this is why I'm rather going to wait for the high confluence areas before I enter a trade and not try and play the choppiness over here. So when my alarms go off, I'll make a trading decision. It's as simple as that for me. Something I have noticed is 𝗬𝗎 front runs what Bitcoin will do. Okay, so what is 𝗬𝗎 doing at the moment is a dumping. I actually deleted, I think, 𝗬𝗎 this morning. I can't remember, right? But legends, before I go and look at 𝗬𝗎 or anything like that, okay, it looks like ETH wants to continue to the downside as well. I have a list of many altcoins over here. Today, I will attempt to go through some of them. I know I'm not going to be able to go through all of them. I will attempt to go through some of them. Most of them I will try, and just to see, are they good from an investment perspective? I mean, dominance, guys, dominance. If you don't know what Bitcoin dominance is, dominance goes up, alt stands still. Okay. They go up a little bit. They do go up a little bit with Bitcoin, but you don't see that popcorn effect when altcoin just does 100% or 50% in one day or in an hour. Okay. As long as dominance is here to the upside, you're not going to see popcorn, right? It's just not going to happen. Even when I look at all of these altcoins in my list, can you guys see? I don't see green. But I mean extensive green. I don't see 10%, 20%. I see red. And the biggest one over here is Scalp that got a 4% bounce, right? Scalp is part of my high risk portfolio. What is Mr. Scalp doing over here? Just want to check it out. Why is Scalp getting the bounce here to the upside? Ooh, I bought some Scalp this morning actually because I saw the dump to the downside. 12-hour time frame. Okay, this is why I bought Scalp this morning. This is a high risk coin. I just want to highlight it. This is part of this purple list over here. Can you guys see the purple list? This is my high risk portfolio. Okay, high risk, very high risk. I do not have more than 1% of my entire portfolio allocated to the high risk portfolio over here. But I just have to highlight the reason I bought Scalp this morning over here somewhere, okay, is because, I mean, it's at a beautiful spot, right? It has found the floor over here. And you can see every time we come down to this floor, the selling pressure gets exhausted. Like you tap it, you tap it, you tapped it there, and now you actually grab the liquidity below all of these lows, and you're currently getting acceptance back above. So from a technical perspective, I buy the fear. That is fear. We're going down lower. It's losing. It's going to zero. Okay, that's what people are saying. That is where 𝗬𝗎 is buying. No financial advice. Please do your own research. But what I do like is here on the 8-hour time frame, you can see that price is currently trading above this level. That's where price is at the moment. So it looks like it came and swept liquidity, and it could get a little bit of recovery here. So either it's still going to range and range and range like it did over here, and then all of the sardines, this starts to happen. That's what I'm building that's why I'm building the position, right? Or it's going to start recovering from where it is. But I would expect a little bit of more sideways, considering dominance is just not stopping. And because this is a high risk coin, I know that most of your layer ones and your high cap altcoins will run first. And when everyone gets bored of those coins, then people will start, you know, the high risk tokens will start to run. So this is an extreme long-term play for me. This can still happen until the end of next year before this thing starts running. So I just wanted to highlight to everyone why I bought a little bit of Scalp over here. I like that. I like what I saw over there. Okay, let's dive into 𝗖𝗄𝗽. What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is getting the bounce. Bitcoin is getting the bounce. My alarm hasn't gone off, so I will still sit on my hands. For now, I'm still going to sit on my hands. I just want to see something else here. I did not do that for pool. I just want to see where that for pool ends up at. Below the 2, below the 1.618. 1.618 got a reaction. Okay, also have a 2.618 in confluence with a 1.236. Yes, legends, we can get the bounce there to the upside. Okay, I know that there's a possibility that this trade can front run me because we did tap the 1.618. on the smaller time frames that I highlighted. If you didn't see where I got that level from, just rewind the stream a little bit. Okay, I did mention that this trade can front run this area that I'm waiting for based on the 1.618 that we did tap there on the 3-minute, 1-minute time frame that I measured out. Okay, but I'm happy to miss this trade if my area of interest doesn't get hit. 𝗬𝗍, let's look at 𝗬𝗍. I'm going to focus here on the 12-hour, 8-hour time frame. I want to see where we are. Smash up the like for the education over here, legends. Let's see where are we with 𝗬𝗍. Some of the charts I will jump between lock scale. Some of the charts I will stick on linear. It just depends on what price action shows me and which ones respect the trends better, which ones look sexier. And I think on 𝗬𝗍, I'm actually on the lock scale over here because it just looks better. You guys will see if I switch to regular. Yeah, I mean, you can force a trend over here. Okay, it does work on the regular. Then what you would wait for is set your alarm. Okay, this is what I'm going to wait for. I'm going to wait for the break of this trend before I buy 𝗬𝗍. I'm going to wait for the break of this trend. Okay. It has. I do like these lows over here, showing that the selling pressure is getting exhausted. I like this high because now you're changing market structure. You've now got higher lows, okay, and you've got higher highs. So if 𝗬𝗍 breaks this trend, it could potentially have a nice little run here to the upside. So 𝗬𝗍, it's not extreme high cap, okay, but it's definitely one. I think Andy does have this one in his portfolio. I do like 𝗬𝗍. Not sure how you guys feel about 𝗬𝗍. Okay, turn back to BTC, bro. Turn back to BTC. Yeah, is it pumping? Yes, it is pumping. Fuck. Right. I did say the trade can front run me, but I don't want to enter and front run the trade over here. We have to acknowledge that I did point this out. We have hidden bullish divergence on the RSI, and we made 3 lows here to the downside. The target is the high. So there's definitely a possibility price rampages here and it comes back down, and then you form that trend. Okay. Price comes back down, it claims the low, maybe then it bounces in the area that I'm waiting for, and then you can either play the breakout or the SFP from the levels that I've identified. So I never, how can I say it, get over emotional if I don't get into the trade. Yes, it sucks because I've been waiting for this trade for so long, and I know that there was the possibility of front running this zone. But if I get front run and it doesn't hit my area of interest, there's one of two things I can do. I can keep on attempting a trade. I can keep on. So if I attempted over here, I would have gotten stopped out. I attempt over here, I get stopped out. Now you attempt over here, guess what? You can get stopped out again. So how many times can you get stopped out before you actually catch the trade here to the upside? So at some point, you can just make the decision to say that, stuff it, I'm going to wait for my area of interest. Okay, maybe it's not going to front run. Maybe it is going to tap my area of interest. But also, if I take a FIB here, a trend-based FIB from the low to the high, just drag it across, reverse it. Okay, I know, legends, this is very technical. You can see, this is why we're getting the bounce. Okay, we did tap the 1.618. So there is definitely the possibility that the low could be in for now. But this could also be a leading contracting diagonal where you're forming it's either a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm going to sit in my hands. I'm going to patiently wait for my area of interest. I'm still not convinced. Even with this pump here to the upside, I'm still not convinced that it's just going to pop here to the upside because I want my area of confidence to get hit, right? And if it doesn't get hit, I will find another way to get into the trade. I will play the break of trend. That's it. I will play the break of trend. I know that I will have a crappier entry, okay, an entry that sucks. You could have gotten an entry over here. Now you're potentially going to get an entry over there. But I can still benefit from the momentum to the upside, even playing the break of trend over here. There's always another way to get into a trade with good risk management. If we take the second scenario and we wait for the wave 5 so we don't let behind. Yes. Okay. Not even touch 50%. Yes, and I'm that is what's frustrating to me as well. Okay, as a technical trader, and I'm sure Andy has highlighted this many times as well. We do often miss trades because our areas of confluence don't get hit. Okay, so the fireworks have just started. If you guys hear some banging and snapping in the background, it is Diwali and people are shooting fireworks. I just heard one go off now, but that was a soft one. I mean, I know it gets extremely loud here on Diwali, Halloween. So please excuse me if you guys do hear some loud noise in the background. It's absolutely outside of my control. Do you on average increase your portfolio on a monthly basis? Mr. 𝗬𝗍𝗍, that's a good question. You talked before about good trades increasing their portfolio only a couple of percent per month. So I'm wondering how much on average increase portfolio on a monthly basis. It really depends on market conditions as well. Okay, in a bear market, you can average between 10, 15, 20% a month. In a consolidation, okay, like we had now for since April, since February this year, you can increase that to about 30, 35%. But in a bull market, okay, a bull market is really easy to trade, and this is why a lot of retail traders that enter the bull market thinking that they are phenomenal because a rising tide raises all ships is not only just easy for retail traders to trade, it is even easier for me to trade by applying my trading strategies. So I would say on average, if I average between 10 and 20% on my portfolio per month, in a bull market, I can push it up to 100, 200%. Okay. And by using my D-line strategy. So it really depends on market conditions as well. So, but I think to give you a solid answer, a good, successful trader that consistently makes money week after week, month after month, year after year, averages between 10 and 20% a month on their portfolio. You do get some extreme traders, and I have seen them, that can double their accounts every single month. You do get those exceptions to the cases, the exceptions to the rule, let me put it that way. But on average, okay, 10 to 20% per month on your portfolio. Right, consistently, not 10% this month, minus 10% the next month, 5% next month, minus 20% the next month. You know, that's not consistent. Consistently make 10 to 20% on your portfolio per month. And depending on market conditions, that can increase. Okay, I remember during the previous bull cycle, I dramatically increased that average, like dramatically. Okay, so check it on 15-minute, it on making wave. It on making wave? It on making wave. Okay. Take that out the way. Right. Come on. Come on. Okay, everyone saw the little candle there up to the upside. Looked like it's going to front run the area. This is the zone that I'm watching, okay? 1.236 legends, that is the area of confluence that I'm watching for, or that I'm waiting for. 1.236. What is beautiful about the 1.236, for those of you that's only joined the stream now, I do see there's more people climbing on. And if you are wondering, yes, it is Halloween. I'm celebrating Halloween. Okay. Just doing some fun over here. My wife threw me with a kitchen knife today. So I am not all here. Let's go back here onto sharing the screen. So happy Halloween for those of you that are celebrating Halloween. Crypto total rejection on daily. Okay, total 3 you must probably referring to. Is it total 1 or total 3? Total 3 is, I think total 3 is what? Altcoins only. You see, it's the knife. It's the knife, guys. I can't think. Your head bent the knife. That's all the alpha 𝗬𝗍𝗇 has stored. Yes, guys. Right, the alpha is on live support here at the moment. Okay, cool, legends. What I wanted to point out over here is, as a technical trader, all we want to see, okay, is areas of confluence so that we can make a trading decision, right? And this is why I told you guys, yes, there's hidden bullish divergence, but my area of interest is still not hit. We have a 1.236 over there, okay? We have the 1.236. We have the 50% Fibonacci. Okay, in confluence with the 1.236. And the reason, okay, a lot of people get confused. 𝗬𝗍𝗇, why aren't you drawing your fib from this pivot? Or why aren't you drawing your fib from this pivot? Because I'm counting this still until it gets invalidated. I'm still counting this structure as a 1, 2, 3, and we are busy with a fourth wave. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the maximum target for a fourth wave where we could still come and claim the high, where you then have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave structure where you can then see a deeper ABC to the downside. Okay, so I'm still speculating on a bounce over here until it gets invalidated. Nothing is for certain, but from a technical perspective, that's how I make trading decisions. Okay, we have a 50% fib level. We have the 1.236. It's above these highs over here. I think there was other areas of confluence that I've identified earlier during the stream as well, but I like that zone, okay? I know that it's the maximum fib target. If price waterfalls here to the downside, it taps the 1.618 and the 0.618. I mean, now there is where planets are aligning. It does, however, invalidate a fifth wave, okay? It invalidates a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could potentially become more bullish to the upside, okay, where this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, impulse is finished, and this is an ABC, correction done, and then it starts new impulses to the upside. Okay, so the 1.618 is actually more bullish than the 50%, but I'm still speculating on the 50% because it could still come and claim the high. So the big difference between the two scenarios is if this is the end of the impulse and number 5 is over here, and this is the ABC correction, and we tap the 0.618, okay, you're going to start building new impulses to the upside, and we can go much higher. We can go to $80,000. We can go to $90,000. From this structure here to the upside. If price, okay, this is the difference. If price finds support by the 50% fib level over here, you increase the probabilities that you can still get the bounce to claim the high, but you could still make a deeper correction to the downside. Do you guys see the difference? Okay, where this is then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, and now we're going to start new impulses here to the upside. So they're all bouncing areas, okay? They're just going to give us slightly different probabilities to the upside. But I mean, what beautiful confluence. If price had to waterfall down here to this 1.618, 0.618 value area high of the entire entire range since March, you basically, you've cleaned up the liquidity to the downside. Let's see how much liquidity lies beneath at the foot. Let's do the 3-day. I mean, there's still liquidity up until 69. Let's see, where's this level? $69,000, right? You were basically going to sweep up all of this liquidity by tapping the 1.618. Please, we need a juicy entry. Mohammed, yes, I'm also waiting for the juicy entry, okay? 1.236, this is why I have my alarms set. If I'm busy showing you guys something else, this is why I have my alarm set. Okay, I keep on wanting to go through the altcoins and then Bitcoin distracts us. I must be honest with you guys. Well, not that I'm always lying, but I do 99% of my trading on Bitcoin. And this is why I focus on Bitcoin. I often get the question, 𝗬𝗍𝗇, why do you trade Bitcoin so aggressively and not really the altcoins? Why do you focus so heavily on Bitcoin? Because a lot of the crypto channels out there are discussing the new meme coin and all the alts that they are looking at, and the, you know, the 100x gains to the upside. Yes, that will come, but as long as dominance is climbing here to the upside, this tells me that I'm potentially still buying I'm still getting nice investment entries, okay, for some of the altcoins to the upside. The fun's going to start when dominance drops. Then I will be really focusing on altcoins and making sure that I've got like a 50-50% balance between Bitcoin and altcoins during my streams as well, okay? Because when dominance falls and altcoin starts exploding, I even see the comments like, please check this altcoin, please check this altcoin, okay? The reason I do 99% of my trading on Bitcoin is because it has maturity. It respects the levels. Elliott wave theory makes complete sense. When you hit an area of confluence, you get the bounce. When you hit the one-to-one extension, you get a reaction. The daily levels, okay? These little green lines that I have over here, the daily levels, the weekly levels, the monthly levels, all of these levels that I need to make trading decisions work on Bitcoin. They do not work on altcoins. Well, not one that I have seen, except ETH at some times. Okay, I have seen ETH, for example, you have a daily level, price comes back down, it does find support by the daily level, but it does this, and then it finds continuation to the upside. I can't trade that. But on Bitcoin, I mean, Bitcoin just respects these levels to the T, because the more mature the market is, the more it respects levels, the better you can analyze Elliott wave theory. Fib extensions gets respected to the T. So from a maturity perspective, Bitcoin is the king. It has the most, it has the biggest market cap. It respects the levels better. So because I'm a technical trader, it's just so much easier for me to trade Bitcoin. And technical analysis takes time. You have to analyze it. You have to go draw your Fibonacci. You have to put in the work, okay, to make trading decisions inside of this price action. If you are trading 10 altcoins at the same time, I'm not sure how on earth you are making money consistently week after week, month after month, year after year. You are most likely not a profitable trader if you are trading 10 altcoins at the same time every single day. Okay. Yes, you could be lucky, you make a nice couple of winning trades, but at the end, after a couple of weeks or months, you lose it all again, right? You need to find that coin. It could be an altcoin that you love, and you need to go and study it. You need to go learn the personality, the character, which levels does it respect, which levels does it not respect. Okay, and that is why I trade Bitcoin 99% of the time, because it's mature, it respects the levels, and I know its personality. Okay, it's the best way that I can describe it. Right, and then using my D-line strategy, I did see that some people yesterday went to go and check out the D-line strategy video that I dropped, or that I made, okay? Just me go back over here. For those of you new to the stream that have not seen, you go click on my YouTube channel, you go to live, right? And you go to back to the future. So although I say I do 99% of my trading on Bitcoin, and that's mostly during consolidation areas in the bear market and so forth. But I can tell you guys now, once dominance starts tanking to the downside, this D-line strategy on Back to the Future, okay, this is not a technical analysis video. This is where I backtested the D-line strategy, the easiest trading strategy that you will make the most insane gains when the bull market starts, especially with altcoins. So I do have a trading strategy for altcoins. Because they don't respect any other levels, this strategy works beautifully on altcoins. And I actually made this video using Link, okay, because it still has some nice liquidity and a big market cap. So Solana, Rune, Link, Ethereum, you know, your big market caps in your top 50, top 20 altcoins, this strategy works absolutely wonders. Right, so I'm not going to say that I never trade alts, but when the time is right, that is when I trade alts. And for those of you that's been following me for a while, you do know that I have highlighted a lot of altcoins in the past. Okay, that's just exploding to the upside, but it's not time yet. Okay, for me, Looking at 𝗖𝗍𝗍 and some of the altcoins over here, okay, they scream investment to me at the moment. They still scream adding to my spot bags where I do see some opportunities, okay. Right, VRA, I need to go to the log scale. And I do know, okay, even from the comments, a lot of people in this community, they also prefer analysis on Bitcoin. Okay, let's see. Did we make bullish CVD? I want to see if we made bullish CVD with this dip. No, we didn't. Wait. On blue, still not convincing. Okay, we still have local berry CVD building up here at the moment. Don't like it. I want my 50% to be hit. I want this zone to get hit before I make a trading decision. If it front runs this zone and it breaks out, I will play the break off trend. That's my decision, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, I'm not going to try and FOMO and front run this area over here. There's always another way to get into a trade. And there is a saying in trading that says, trade from your area of interest, not to your area of interest. Okay, there is a lot of traders when they start out. Okay, I'm a very persistent trader and I do often do it, but with exceptionally good risk management, and I will risk less than 1% of my capital. Okay, when I got into, which one was it? When I got into this trade, this long, okay, we bounced below, we got acceptance back above, I entered with like 0.05% risk to my capital. Okay, so that's basically 50% of my capital at no X leverage, no leverage at all, right? And I got stopped out. You can enter again, price dips below, okay, now you get stopped out again. So you can get stopped out multiple times until you get the initial bounce, right? And this is where the saying comes from: don't trade to your area of interest, wait for price to come to your area of interest so you can trade from your area of interest. So if price had to come down here, hits my alarms, I will pay attention, then I'm going to make a trading decision. That is my decision, because yes, I can attempt a couple of longs over here, or I can say, okay, I'm just going to trade from my area of interest instead of trying to catch the knife here to the downside, or these little, you know, this choppiness here to the downside. Right, let's go through some comments over here. Price action capital, I am profitable with 35% win rate. I mean, that is absolutely fantastic. 35% is a really good win rate, okay? Price action capital, I am profitable with 35, yes. 35% is really good. I can, you know, some months I also make like 35, 38, 40, 45. I think last month my win rate on one of my portfolios was 89%. It can be done. It can be done. But on average, and this is why I'm just giving you guys the averages, successful traders around the world that do trading for a living, okay, average between 10 and 20% a month, regardless of market condition. So whether you're in a bear market, whether you're consolidating to the side, not doing anything, or whether you're in a bull market, the average is 10 to 20%. In the bull market, when it's easier to trade price to the upside, okay, it's always good to save up for a rainy day, because sometimes you do hit months where you make nothing. And then those good months that you saved up for will carry you through the bad months. Okay, so if you're making 30, 40, 50% on your portfolio, it's always good to put some of that money aside, because you never know if you're going to have a bad month, or you need to go on holiday where you can't trade, or your internet goes down, or war breaks out. You never know what's going to happen. It's always good to put some money aside, especially if you have a really good month, and not try and trade with all of that money and then lose the money in the process. So, for example, to give you guys an idea, if I have a $100,000 or a $500,000 portfolio that I'm trading to pay my monthly expenses, and I make another $500,000 on top of that because I've made maybe 100% gain, I will take out the 500. I don't leave it. I take it out and I start again with the 500 or the 100 or the 10,000, depending on how big your portfolio size is. Okay. The exchange could go bust. You know, there's so many risks. You think you're still trading with $100,000 portfolio, and then the exchange gets bust. You lose all your money. Then what? Right? Your account gets hacked. You lose the keys to your hardware wallet. You know, there's some crazy things that happens here in the crypto space. The link, Rune, please. Here we go, but more like 64. My gut feeling 68.4. Yes, 68.4. Is there by the 618, if I'm not mistaken. 68.4 is a little bit higher. 68.4. It's here by the 22. Okay, it's by the 786. Right, let's see. Let's see. There's still a lot that needs to happen before price gets there. I'm a intraday scalper. I'm a day trader, which means the definition of a day trader is I typically get into a trade today and I close the trade today. Sometimes a day trade turns into a swing trade where I can keep it open for a couple of days. But, you know, as a rule of thumb, from a day trading perspective, I get in, I get out, profits in the bags, I look for the next trading setup. Okay. Right, let's jump through. Let's go through some altcoins, guys. Let's go through some altcoins. I've explained Scalp, why I bought Scalp this morning. Okay, if you missed that part of the stream, please go and rewatch it. 𝗬𝗍𝒻, I've gone through. Okay, basically on 𝗬𝗍𝒻, guys, I'm waiting for the break of this trend. Okay, on the 8-hour, 12-hour time frame, we were in a large bullish pennant to the downside, contracting bullish pennant. We have broken out, and now I'm tracking this momentum. Never fear when you miss a breakout. There's always another opportunity around the corner. So I'm now waiting for this breakout over here on Mr. 𝗬𝗍𝒻. For those of you that do like 𝗬𝗍𝒻, I'm not sure. I'm just going to jump through some altcoins. Then we've got XTZ, also one of my favorites. Well, one of many favorites that I have. Okay, let's put this onto, yeah, regular scale works better on this one. Okay, what I do like about Mr. XTZ over here, also you guys will see very similar patterns over here. Bullish pennant, contracting bullish pennant, you've broken out, and now you're consolidating sideways. Okay, and this is typical bullish behavior, because you guys can see over here as well. You know, when I start zooming out, let's just, you know, look at this breakout that happened over there, right? Or the breakout that happened over there. You break out, you go sideways for many months. You went sideways, okay? For 3-4 months, you went sideways over here. And then all of a sudden, the pump just starts out of nowhere. So I wouldn't be surprised for most of the altcoins that has broken out, okay, from this bullish pennant. You can see it's broken out and it's going sideways. Mr. Sideways can still continue here until dominance starts dropping, and then one day out of nowhere this happens. Okay, so zooming out here on the 12-hour time frame, you know, when you take a little bit of perspective of where the coin is, it's still XTZ. If you're a fan of XTZ, you like the fundamentals, you've done your research, okay, we have already swept the liquidity below these lows. We are trading above, and now we are just consolidating sideways. We have broken out from the downwards momentum. So for me, this is a great consolidation area where typically I start adding a little bit to my spot bags. Okay, so if you've not built your spot bags as yet, and you are still waiting for God knows what, I don't know what you're waiting for, okay, these are good levels to start accumulating. Really good levels. I bought the dips. I bought the dips because you just never know when price is going to turn around. But what I do know from a technical perspective is this was the bear market low over here, and we've claimed it again. We've claimed it, and we got acceptance back above. Right? It tells me the selling pressure is so exhausted at the moment, and out of nowhere, you're going to get that little pump here to the upside, okay, to potentially come and claim the highs and even go higher. So that is Mr. XTZ. I know there's a lot of altcoins, so I don't want to spend too much time on each altcoin. 𝗬𝚻𝒂𝗿, 𝗬𝗍liche, an all-time favorite. Most of you should know 𝗬𝗍liche. You guys can see. Do you guys see the similarities between all the altcoins breaking out, going sideways at the moment? And I mean, you guys can see here, when I zoom into the 1 hour time frame, I've just been tracking the momentums, playing the breakouts here to the upside, okay? Using my D-line strategy, breakout, breakout, okay? And there's potentially another trend forming over here. I will be waiting for the breakout on Mr. 𝗬𝗍liche over here. Set my alarm. Let's see. Hopefully it breaks out before the alarm expires, right? I do like that trend a little bit more. Just want to extend this one ever so slightly. The upwards momentum is still intact. Let's go to the 4 hour. Just want to take the brushes out, clean it up. Yes, upwards momentum is still intact. And I can tell you guys now, if 𝗬𝗍liche, okay, and most of the altcoins that I'm sharing with you here at the moment, if they come back down, I'm not saying that this is the low. I'm not saying that these are the lows, legends. All I'm saying is it looks great. It's broken out from a downsloping, long bearish fall here to the downside. Massive fall here to the downside. On most of the altcoins, you have hidden bullish divergence between these pivots, meaning that RSI is making higher highs or higher lows and price action is making lower lows. Most of the altcoins that I'm showing you guys over here, it's broken out and it's consolidating sideways. And by all means, if these altcoins make one more sweep of the low, boy, oh boy, am I going to buy that dip. I am ready for the dip. I have dry powder on the side for this dip. I'm not going all in just as yet, okay? Because you never know. You might just get the dip or you might not get it. It just consolidates sideways and then bam, it shoots to the upside and it leaves people behind that are waiting for this. Okay, so if you're one of the people that's still waiting for the dip, you might get it, but also you might not. Right, let's go down the list. 𝗬𝗍liche Doge, right? And I might be tackling some of the ones that you have in your portfolio that you want me to go and analyze. Okay, Doge, now I just want to see which one I've analyzed here. Yeah, lock scale actually makes more sense. We have broken out. Doge actually looks way more bullish than some of the other alts, right? Doge has broken out from its bullish pennant. Okay, there's the contracting diagonal. It has broken out, it's retested the trend, and it's on its way up to the highs over here. It's just not stopping at the moment. Next level, 18 cents at the 786. Right, what you can do, once they've left the station, okay, once I see momentum like this on my favorite alts, you can zoom into the smaller time frames and go and apply the D-line strategy. Okay, if you don't have Doge in your spot bags over here, this is not a spot buy for me. Okay, most of the alts are still here. That is a spot buy for me, but not this. Right, this is where I apply my D-line strategy. So when I see a nice little explosion from a specific alt to the upside, you can go into the 1 hour, 15-minute time frame, and then you do this, right? Like I've done over here. I did trade Doge. You guys can see I do a little bit of trading on altcoins. Track the momentum, claim the high. Beautiful breakout. There was another one. I still have my alarm set over there, right? That was a mini trade here on the 15-minute that I was tracking, just to show everyone. Right? I was just tracking this little momentum. Small little scalp trade. Okay, you break out, you claim the high, you even went to higher levels. That's usually where I take a fib extension to measure my profit taking areas. Reverse it. Right. Oof. I mean, here by the 618, 1.618, I would have closed my position already, but I mean, it extended even to the 2.618 over here. Okay. But now, I mean, more interestingly, when you see that there's momentum in a specific altcoin that you are watching, then what you do is, guess what? It's forming another trend. Now I'm waiting for that breakout. Okay. So you can consistently make trades to the upside, playing the alts that have strength to the upside. Right, so Mr. Doge is not in an investment buy. Filecoin, I know people love Filecoin. I often get requests for Filecoin. Okay, Filecoin, actually, it lost the momentum over here. But I mean, it still looks great, right? This still looks like it could be the low for Filecoin. And I mean, I did some very technical Elliott wave analysis on Filecoin, where this does look like a WX completed YC to the downside, where this could potentially be the low for now. And it can either just go sideways and then explode to the upside, or right? But I would expect this to be the low. $2.9, I think, okay, from a technical perspective, was the low for Filecoin. So, but it is still in nice accumulation zone. You know, when you zoom out, it's still in a nice zone at the moment. Right. And also you guys can see when I zoom into the smaller time frames, okay, many of these altcoins, I've just been tracking the momentum, okay, claiming the highs every time. There's little small trades even inside these trades, okay? So, I mean, there's a difference between an investment and day trading, right? So I'll wait for that trend to break. Let's go set my alarm. I want to wait. I'm going to wait for that alarm to go off. ETH, please. Yes, I will get to ETH. I will get to ETH. Right? Let's do Mr. Ethereum here quickly. The king, the queen of the alts. Let's do the queen of the alts. Right? 12-hour time frame. Let's look at Miss Ethereum. You have been so quiet. You have disappointed the entire market because you have not claimed all-time high. What is wrong with Miss ETH over here? The queen of the alts, right? She's been kind of dead for the moment. What I also want to have a look at while we look at Ethereum, because it's the queen of all the alts, I want to have a look at the ETH BTC chart. Ooh, ooh, okay. Just want to drag this down. Okay, ooh, it is in the green box. Let's go to the daily. I mean, let me see here on the log scale. Oh, it actually looks terrible on the log scale. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay, it looks way worse. Okay, I mean, ETH, I mean, this is why it's struggling. But the good news is it's still inside the channel. Do you guys see this channel over here? We are at some support. This is my green box over here. We are at some support, but I would say that is the strongest support at the moment, right? But it is grinding inside of this channel without breaking out and without losing the channel to the downside. And it's still grinding here against the bottom. It's grinding here against the bottom. And that's usually the best time to start accumulating some Ethereum into your spot bags. You want to buy the lows. You don't want, okay, you can either, you know, that's the technical decision that you need to make as an investor. This is like low. It's grinding against the bottom of the channel over here. Do you want to buy over here, or do you want to wait until it breaks the channel and buy ETH over here when it's potentially already at $3,000 or $4,000? Okay, you need to ask yourself that. These are great accumulation zones. All these bottoms are great buy the dip opportunities because you never know if it's just going to break out. Okay, this could be the low where it's going to punch out. You don't know, or it still grinds, and then it finds upwards momentum. But all I'm trying to point out over here is, for me, from an investment perspective, when I see ETH grinding against the bottom, these are load up zones for me, not the tops. Okay, that's where you want to be in already. Okay, so I do like that it's so bearish, it's so dead, right? ETH is not doing anything. So from a BTC or ETH to BTC chart perspective, it really looks great. Okay, now let's do some basic technical analysis. ETH is still respecting the momentum here to the upside beautifully. It hasn't lost trend. Okay, it's just made wave after wave after wave, still respecting the trend line over here. It's massive support. Okay, it dipped into the support and it's still finding upwards momentum. The key area that I'm watching for here on ETH from a breakout perspective, okay, is this trend. Okay, let me just set my alarm. And boy, oh boy, was there a lot of breakout trades over here. Okay. I think I actually played these breakout trades 8-hour time frame on the regular scale. That will make more sense. Okay. I remember playing ETH over here. I added to my position with a breakout and I got stopped out. And then I had another trend over there, played the breakout, it claimed the high, beautiful trade. But now we're kind of in this triangle situation over here, which doesn't really make sense. So I'm just going to take that line out, right? And what I'm tracking here on the smaller time frames is this trend. Okay, so basically on the smaller time frames, I'm waiting for ETH to break this trend. Okay, let's see how that plays out. You can see how breakout, never coming to claim the high, but you need to, you know, as per my live stream yesterday as well, you know, you need to take profits on the way up. Actually tapped the 0.88, which increases the probabilities of coming to claim the high because you tapped the 0.88. Okay. What this basically means from a fib extension perspective is what I'm seeing here on the price of ETH is that the probabilities are slightly higher to come and claim the high first before we claim the low. So let's see how that plays out. So can you look at Casper? Yes, I'm getting to that. I bought ETH 2 days ago, like 10K of it. Mr. Godfather, yes. I mean, this is where you want to buy ETH, okay? Looking at the ETH BTC chart from an investment perspective, please, guys, no financial advice. Please don't go and buy anything because I said so, right? Go and do your own research. I'm just telling you guys what I am doing. And I can tell you guys now that, you know, looking at ETH here, for example, on the 1-day time frame and many of the altcoins that I'm showing you, ETH is actually a crappy example. Let's use 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗿. No one knows where the low is going to be. And I can tell you guys now, I bought ZOL here. I bought a little bit more over there, if I can remember correctly. I bought here. I bought here. Because you never know. That could be the low. You just never know, right? But the most important thing that I applied over here is I bought the lows. I didn't FOMO into the pump, okay? Because I do have a spot bag that I accumulated over here on 𝗖𝗍𝗃. But then when we had the pump here to the upside, I just wanted to enjoy the momentum to the upside. And then when we came crashing down, I bought again, and I bought again, and I bought again. And now we're going sideways, which tells me that the selling pressure might be getting exhausted because you guys can see the fall to the downside. And now we're going sideways. You have broken out. So this is still in consolidation, or for me, still in scoop up zone. Okay, this is where you want to accumulate. This is what large players refer to as accumulation zone. Right. What else? What else? Spider running on me. Filecoin, XRP. Guys, this list is extremely long and it's going to take me the whole night to go through this list. So I'm not going to go through the whole list today. I promise you guys I will spend more time on the altcoins tomorrow. So I do see close to goal. Okay, let's go and focus here on Bitcoin for a moment. Yes, that's what we want to see. Bitcoin, please come to our area of interest so that we can take this long together. Right. Can you look at Casper, Godfather? Yes, I will look at all the altcoins. ADA, I've got it in the list. But I am running a little bit out of time. This stream has been 1 hour and 42 minutes so long. I'll stay on a little bit longer and we can see if we can smash a couple of altcoins still. Can you look at Casper? Can you BTC close to goal? Right. Okay, there the alarm goes off. Okay, legends. Let's just park the altcoins for now. Let's see if we get a little dump here to the downside and hit the areas of interest. So, okay. It's just, I mean, this can take still long, right? Can you guys see this? Every time you dip below, you get a consolidation. You dip below, you get a consolidation. And now we dip below and we could punch up. So great scalp opportunities over here, where every time you dip below, you enter and, you know, you just have this trend here, this little trend over here. Interestingly, okay, let me go onto the 1 minute time frame and see if we can track this momentum. Boo, boo, doo, doo. Legends. I think I've just made my job so much easier, right? That is the beauty about waiting for price to develop, is that we now have a momentum breakout that we can trade if I miss the bottom. Put my alarm, right? So one of two things I'm going to do over here. It's either going to hit my area of interest. This is the trade that I want. I want this trade. If I miss it, for whatever reason, maybe I'm doing an altcoin analysis, maybe I'm drinking coffee, maybe I'm in the bath or washing dishes, I will play this breakout. Okay. So, and if you miss this breakout and you miss this trade over here, there's another trend that you can play the breakout, right? So there's a couple of opportunities on how you can get into this trade. I'm scared. Chris, Profit, why are you scared, man? Let me know why you're scared. Aha, nice devil. 2 times reading. Moo comment. Cheers, buddy. Like what are the chances it will? I need some food time for hot dogs. All right. Jupiter, please. Yes, Jupiter. How do you stop from foaming in? It's so tempting. I guess it comes with experience and burning a lot of money, paying a lot of school fees. Okay. You have that aha moment where you're just like, I can't afford to lose more capital. I need to be robotic about my trades. I need to stop FOMOing in. Right? I need to trade from my areas of interest. It really comes with technical analysis. I can tell you guys now is the easiest part about trading. The most difficult part about trading is controlling your emotions, is the psychology perspective. Okay. Not to, you win a couple of trades, the ego starts kicking in, you go bigger, right? You increase the leverage. You almost have that invincible mentality starts kicking in. Very dangerous. You have to guard against that. The one lesson that the market has taught me very hard is that it's here to humble you. The market will humble you very quickly if you get arrogant. Very, very quickly. Okay, so, and I always try and stay as humble as I possibly can. And if I feel like my ego is getting a little bit ahead of myself, I step back, I take a breather. I'm only human. I can make mistakes. Stick to your rules, devil. Be robotic. Don't go and try and be a cowboy now with the next trade. Okay. Right. I'm still not interested, legends. Still not my area of interest. Let's continue here with XRP. Okay. Legends, I might have to go soon because they are shooting firecrackers and I can hear my dog is going crazy. He's crying. He is scratching. I mean, it is Diwali. So how long have you been trading? I've been a successful trader since 2022 September. That's when I resigned from my 9 to 5 and I became a full-time day trader because I was consistently making profits by that time. But I've been trading since, I would say, 2019, 2020. That's where I started to learn like aggressively. So I would say what 4 or 5 years I've been trading. Okay. Don't go, legend. Yes, no, I'm still here. I'm still here. I just want to let you guys know that they are, I mean, it's Halloween, you guys can see, right? It is Halloween. I've got my background. I've got the thing in my head, right? They are shooting firecrackers here aggressively at the moment. My dog is going crazy. I did give him some meds, but sometimes, you know, it doesn't help that much. So I'll still stay on for a little while before I go. And let's look at XRP. Okay, so first thing, keeping it simple over here, you know, you guys need to remember that there's a big difference between investing and day trading. So from a day trading perspective, I'm keeping an eye on this trend. I want to play the breakout because it could potentially come and claim these highs over here. So I'm tracking this momentum. And I mean, it would be a good idea for me to go and, you know, put on my alarm so that I don't miss the trade. Right. And then from a larger investment perspective, okay, this is the difference. From an investment perspective, this is what I'm looking at on XRP. If all goes well, okay, I know I used to have a large bag of XRP. I sold my large bag of XRP about 2 years ago, and I bought Rune, Solana, and Render. And I don't regret it. But now I've bought back, I've added a little bit of XRP because of what I'm seeing here from a technical perspective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's potentially busy with a fifth wave here in an A, B, C, D, E triangle, which is a bull flag, a multi-year bull flag from 2017. Can you guys see this? This is why XRP was so boring. From 2017 till where it is now, it has been forming a bull flag on the higher macro time frame, which in Elliott wave theory is referred to A, B, C, D, E. I have a clear invalidation for XRP. If it is my invalidation, I'm out. Okay, that's my risk management. But the potential to the upside is $7 to $12. That is absolutely insane. I mean, yes, I know the market cap has to move quite extensively to get to that number. But I mean, this is just the technicals. This is what the technicals are telling me. Algorand. Not sure if anyone is a fan of Algorand. Not sure. Any Algorand fans out there? I mean, when this thing rips, it rips, right? I mean, what a move here to the upside from where price is now for it to go and claim all-time highs. That's a 25x. That's absolutely insane, right? This price action here at the bottle at the bottom looks like nothing compared to what it's done in the past. Right, so if you're a fan of Algorand, now when we zoom in, similar, very similar price action, right? Let's go to the daily. Okay, formed a bull flag or a bullish pennant to the downside. We have broken out, we're going sideways. Okay, simple. Guys, I'm repeating myself over here, but you guys see very similar price action. Okay, I can adjust this trend, waiting for the breakout of that trend. I can delete that one. Right, set my alarm. Want to play the breakout there to the upside from a day trading perspective or swing trade perspective. Okay, DOT. I did analyze DOT yesterday. Very similar. Okay, you also have the pennant or the pennant had the fall to the downside. It is still... It looks like it still has upwards momentum, but it looks like it's losing the trend there to the downside. DOT has not been very bullish this cycle so far. It's really struggled for some reason. I don't know why DOT has struggled for some reason here to the downside. But I mean, yeah, this doesn't look great, right? It's losing trend here at the moment. So what I will be watching on DOT is I will adjust this trend just to play it safe. I will adjust my trend, my daily trend over here, and I will wait for that breakout and just clean up those trends. I've got my alarm set here already, so it's invalidated this trend at the moment. Okay, DOT is either going to do one of two things. It's going to sweep up the lows and get acceptance back above, or it's going to claim this low once again. Right, or you just wait for the break of the trend. What else? What else? Link. I've spoken about Link extensively, legends. I'm very bullish on Link. So I don't know if I need to go through it into too much detail, but the low for Link could potentially be in. Okay, the low for Link could potentially be in over here. Okay, where we've tapped the 786, we're breaking this. We attempting, Link is attempting to break this trend over here, and it is consolidating sideways. It can still go sideways, but I think Link for me is one of those, if you put a gun to my head and you said your number one altcoin or on your top 3 altcoins, Link is that one of those, right? Link is one of those. ADA, please. Okay, I know ADA is in my list, so I don't mind jumping the gun and going to ADA, right? It is actually next on the list. ADA, oof, I mean, ADA actually looks really great. It really looks good. ADA. Okay, I have done some past analysis, basically just showing everyone here low, high, lower low, lower low, lower high, and now we've made a higher low, higher high. We're consolidating sideways. We've broken out. Okay, if you guys do hear the fireworks in the background, I do apologize. It's outside of my control. And we could be consolidating and bam, right? This is still a great accumulation zone, okay? Don't be the person that wants to buy ADA over there, okay? Don't be the person that sees, let me take that out the way. Don't be that person that sees this, and as it's pumping, you then decide to buy, right? This is where you need to buy. In the boring price action, where ADA is at the moment, that is where I buy. Okay, like where it is at the moment. Tracking the momentums, it actually just broke that trend. Beautiful. Take that out because it looks like it's forming another trend over here. Okay, so I'll wait for the break of that trend. Oh, I do have my alarm, so that's perfectly fine. Right, I just want to see, I think it looks better on the lock scale, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, beautiful lock scale trend over there. So that's ADA. Some move in BTC. What is cooking yarn mood? I mean, okay, that's what I'm saying. I might play the break of this trend. Okay, if it front runs my level, I have a different trading strategy that I can apply. If it breaks this successfully with at least a 15-minute candle close above, I mean, that's going to look great. Stop below the low and then you targeting the highs. Okay, or it's going to reject the trend like it's been doing. Reject, 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 okay, and then you get the bounce, right? What else? What else? Atom, please. Yes, we can go and have a look at Atom. I also like Atom. Some people say or ask, is Atom dead? Is Atom dead? Okay, that is Mr. Atom over there. You guys can see it's still keeping the upwards momentum. It looks great. It looks like it completed a WXY here to the downside beautifully. Also a bullish pennant that it has finally broken out from. It's going sideways. For me, Atom, this is accumulation. Don't be the person that sees this and then you want to go and buy Atom from an investment perspective. You need to buy Atom when it's here or lower. When it comes back down, you know, you buy the dips. When it's consolidating or it's dipping, you buy the dips. And when it's not dipping, you buy the consolidation, but you don't buy the pump. Please don't buy the pump, right? You trade the pump from a day trading perspective. You don't invest in the pump. And I suppose that this is the sad reality, legends, is that when a coin does this, no one wants to buy the dips and no one wants to buy the consolidation. The smart money is buying the dips and the smart money is accumulating in these zones. But most of retail, 99% of people out there, they will only buy Atom when it's most likely you're back at $10. Maybe we should buy some Atom, right? And then that could be a rejection area back to the downside, because this is how retail works, right? Atom pumps here to the upside, comes to claim this pivot. It's at $10. Retail starts FOMOing in. You take a little bit of profits because you know it could be a rejection area because you were smart. You bought over here, right? It makes a rejection. The retail buy the top. They lose their money here to the downside. They FOMO out of the trade with a loss. You track the momentum. Because you're smart, right? You play the breakout and then it goes, claims all-time highs. It gets to all-time highs. Guess what? Retail goes and buy the all-time high right here again. You SFP from the all-time high. You make another consolidation. They sell over here because they bought over there. You play the breakout, okay? The trend line breakout. That's how the game works, right, legends? You know this. You know this. That's how the game works, okay? Retail always go and come and buy the tops. And we take profit by the rejection areas. Okay, 242 in the stream, 156 likes. Smash up the like button, legends. Yes, smash up the like for the alpha over here, legends. And all, as you know, please remember, down in the description of this video, the Halloween video down in the description if you'd like to come and trade with me. Also your way to support the channel, and for the best sign-up bonuses and the lowest fees, I've got Bluffin, a no KYC option, and Weeks, a new exchange that I'm testing out. Really happy with the exchange. They have proof of reserves, they have a user protection fund, and one of the exchanges with the lowest fees where you don't have to KYC. Okay, so definitely for me a 𝗖𝗍 alternative. If you want a 𝗖𝗍 alternative with a no KYC option, Weeks is it. Yes, it is still I won't say it's a young exchange. They need to still do a couple of enhancements and stuff, but they have liquidity, they have proof of reserves, they have a user protection fund. We do have a dedicated section, support section for Weeks. So if you do pick up anything from a Weeks perspective that you would like to share, you can go and join our free Discord community over here, and you can go and speak to the support team, direct access to the Weeks support team. So go sign up with the link down below, because you will only get these fees by using this link. If you go and sign up because you Google searched it, it's going to be expensive. Trust me, it's going to be expensive. It's only for our community. Right, so that is basically Atom. Okay. BTC breaking. Is BTC breaking? Ooh, BTC is faking out. What is CVD? Let's see what CVD doing here at the moment. Let's refresh. Okay. No bearish CVD just as yet, but also no local bullish CVD, right? We back below trend. Dum-dum-dum. Could we get momentum to the upside? Let's see. Okay, we do have a 5-minute candle close above. I mean, legends, I'm going to stick to my guns over here, right? It's the bottom. Arkham, yes, it could definitely be the bottom. It is frustrating that it's not hit my area of interest, 50% FIB level, 1.236. It is frustrating, but I'm always aware that the market can front run my area. So this is the breakout, right? This is the breakout. So the second attempt that you can give it here is to say that while you play the breakout, you at least want to come and claim the highs over here. The rocket called ETH about, please, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, if you are still here, one of the mods, if you guys can just delete this scammer inside of the comment section. Like, please go away. Please ignore this guy's comments. He's just trying to shill his 𝗖𝗍𝘃𝗿 altcoin. Please don't go buy this high risk altcoin. It's most probably bots attacking the live stream here at the moment. Right, I think it's going to be an absolute mission to come and delete all of these comments. Please just ignore it, legends. This is a bot trying to shill you something that could potentially, well, definitely crash, okay? Right. The mods have their work cut out for them at the moment. Not bot attack, not bot attack. It looks like a bot attack to me, okay? I mean, let me time, you know, it's easier just to time out or hide the user from the channel. Then gone, right? Just gone. Sorry, I'm just hiding these people, getting rid of them. I don't want any of you to go and buy into any of these shit coins, okay? Because this is how they try and get people to go and buy their coins, and then they rug pull you once you've bought in. Right, so legends, this is the trading setup, right? This is the trading setup that I'm potentially watching over here. We do have a 5-minute candle close above. It looks like it's retesting here at the moment. It could definitely, there's always the potential that it front runs the area of interest. Okay, we do have hidden bullish divergence. It has broken the trend here at the moment. Currently looks like it's retesting. Still not my area of interest. I'm not going to take this trade, to be honest with you guys. I'm going to sit this one out. I'm going to wait for a better trading opportunity. But I mean, it does make sense, right? It's just the risk to reward. I like at least 2 to 3 risk to reward. I don't really like the risk to reward here. But I mean, legends, I just want to stress that this could get epic here to the upside, right? If you go onto the 15-minute time frame, I just want to stress that this bounce that's front running my area of interest could do this, where this is an A, B, C to the downside. 3-wave corrective structure is done. It's now going to come and claim the high. So this could be an epic trade. And this is why I'm so patient. I wanted my area over here to get hit. So I'm going to wait for this trend over here. I'm not going to FOMO into that trade. Definitely a possibility, right? What else? What else? Legends. I was in at breakout. Yes, I think a lot of you caught it. Okay, a lot of you caught it. It looks like it could still continue. A little bit choppy. Okay, a little bit choppy here. I would like to see some local bullish CVD with the drop or the retracement, which I don't see at the moment. So that's why I'm saying, legends, it's not a high confidence trade for me at the moment. Yes, we can get the bounce to at least the highs over here based on the hidden bullish divergence on the RSI. So that's basically the strategy, legends. When you see lower lows and you see higher highs on RSI, okay, that's hidden bullish divergence. The target is always the highs over here. So you could get a bounce that rejects again at the highs. Okay, but I mean, you could still have the successful trade, right? You want to play the momentum here to the upside. Cool, legends, we've unfortunately run out of time. There is still a lot of altcoins that I want to go through. Still a lot, okay? We can tackle it tomorrow in the stream. Please also ask all of your trading questions inside of our free Legends Discord community, where I will use tomorrow to answer all your trading questions. 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍, how long have you been trading? Market psychology. What do you do for a hobby? How do you draw a fib extension? Anything that you guys would like to know. Tomorrow is going to be an educational session for you. Okay. Thank you, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍, Irina. You are so welcome. RMV, Moon in Scorpio for the low. Right, are we in bear moon? That's a very interesting reminder. Okay, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Before I say goodbye over here, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Switch on the moon phases. Where's Mr. Bear Moon? Is Mr. Bear Moon not here yet? Almost. We're still in. Oh, wow, legends. I mean, hello. New full moon did its job, right? Full moon did its job. Maybe when we have the new moon, back to the downside. You never know, right? But I just have to say the full moon did its job. It boost priced up. Okay. Thanks for TA 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍. It's an absolute pleasure. Bata, Torrent, thanks, and see you tomorrow. Thanks and cheers, everyone. Enjoy your Halloween. Enjoy Diwali if you are celebrating Diwali. I will see you guys tomorrow. Until the next one, cheers for now. 30 more subs. Yes, that would be amazing. Cheers, guys.